Hi, I'm Callum, but you can call me the Casual Hammerer. It's been a week or so since I gave my thoughts on the announcement for the new edition of Blood Bowl. A couple more teams have been announced since then. I haven't done a video until now because, if you don't know, in the UK at the moment, it is currently hotter than the surface of the sun. So I am sat here in my unmentionables, sweating my bollocks off to deliver you this hashtag fresh content. So I hope you appreciate it, and I hope I haven't gone too mad from a heat stroke, but we'll see. Anyway, first up is a look at the brand new Black Orc team for the game. So like the human team, let's just pop this video on actually. So like the human team, they've seen quite a drastic redesign and sort of bringing them more in line with sort of where I think they're trying to take the game of Blood Bowl going forward. So like I said last time, away from the sort of clean and crisp and quite sort of realistic look down to this more sort of like open fantasy. It's a bit of fun, it's a silly game for silly people, that's why we love it. And the new orcs just look fantastic. They've got a lot of personality to them, and there's goblins as well, which is great to see. And yeah, there's just a lot going on for them that I really like. So let's actually go down and have a look at them. So a bit like the last set of orcs, we had the gouged eye for the previous edition of Blood Bowl. These are big hulking brutes that aren't quite too dissimilar to the Iron Jaws for the current version of those models in Age of Sigmar. These ones have a bit less armor, which I'm actually a big fan of. Makes them feel more in keeping with the Blood Bowl setting, in my opinion. And yeah, the Black Orcs themselves are big hulking brutey guys, and I love the sort of lack of helmets they have, but they've got these face plates with the horns jutting out of them, so they can face plant people and do some major damage to them on the pitch. And yeah, I just love like the little details that these guys have, from like the chips in the armor to the big buckle to the big buckles. Sorry, holding everything together. And this guy in particular, I think he might be my favourite of the orc figures, just because he can't actually see where he's going. He's got like tiny gaps here, and that's about it. I think his job is just mainly just to charge forward and destroy anything that moves. It's a very orky way of playing the game, and therefore I approve. Yeah, great models. And then, as I said before, the new orcs come with a few goblin sculpts to, as it says here, improve their running game, because these aren't any ordinary orcs. These are orcs that mean business, and they want to win matches rather than just kill everything on the pitch. It's very un-orky of them, in my opinion, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt until I see their stat lines and play a couple of games with them. But yeah, the main orc figures, they're very similar. Big, hulky guys that are going to punch stuff, and then they've left the goblins to give the team the flavour and personality, similar to the human team we looked at last time. So yeah, these goblins have got great dynamic poses. This guy's sprinting here, ready to catch the ball. This dude, he's gonna get squished, but he's ready for a fight, and I love him for that. Number 11, well done. And then his two alternate sculpts, which look like you use the same base bodies for the positions. So there's a slightly different helmet here, a bit more menacing position, and this guy's just not too happy. He's a bit grumpy. I like his little helmet there, it's cool. And then two more sculpts here. Again, another goblin looking ready for a scrap. And then this goblin here that's grabbed this weird little bug thing, which is just fantastic. Great figures all round. And we also get a look at the new sculpt for Varag Ghoul Chewer, if I said that correctly. Yeah, Varag Ghoul Chewer. Again, like the new figure for Griff Oberwald, this is matching the overall design for the new orc team. So those plates of armor and the leather straps and the big buckles, everything like that, with his trademark stabbing claw thing he has there, and a bit of armor and a bit of flavour in keeping with the core design that character has. I actually really like the sculpt. I prefer it to the current one we have. The current one we have is a Forge World one, which, while still looking quite good, just doesn't feel quite right for the character. I always imagined Varag as this big, scary orc character that you do not want to stand in front of, and the current one just looks like a standard orc. This guy looks like he will mess you up, which is cool. And the size of those tusks is beautiful stuff. Yeah, and that's the new orcs. And then finally, they end the preview here by reminding us that yes, the Snotlings are still coming, and they still look fantastic and full of flavour and personality. And again, like the halflings, these are going to be the sort of the fluff and fun team for people. It's going to be playing the game on hard mode, but fun at the same time. And yeah, I'm not going to go into too much into these because we've seen them before, but yeah, loads of fun little details on these guys here if you take the time to look at them. But yeah, that's not the only thing that they previewed. We've got fancy new orcs that are going to be in the new core box. They also showed off one of the first teams that's going to be released post-launch, and that's the new undead team, which I cannot remember the name of. There we go. Wolfenburg Crypt-Stealers. And these guys, oh my god, these guys are amazing. Let's just mute the video and skip forward a bit. So this is something I thought I'd never see to this extent in Blood Bowl ever again. This is a pure, fun, almost silly team, and the theme around them is that sort of kitschy 1940s, 50s American horror take on monsters, and it's just so good. Look at these guys. We've got walking scarecrows. This one looks like the Scarecrow from Batman, which is cool. We've got our standard zombie characters here, and ghouls, and they're doing various thriller-style poses. This one in particular, he looks like he stepped right out of the music video for Michael Jackson's Thriller. We've got our ghouls. This guy's got a pumpkin for a helmet. The overall design of the team's quite clean, and I love the sort of orange and black stripes they've gone for the team's colours. It has that classic Halloween vibe to it. These guys just look so much fun. This guy looks great as well. Whether he's like part of this kooky team or not, he's a good looking player. And then we get down to possibly some of my favourite Warhammer sculpts ever, just because of the sheer comedy of it. The ghosts wearing sheets to make themselves look more like ghosts. You can see the spectral helmet underneath the fabric. The fact that they're chained down to the pitch is so ridiculous, but it's so good. And they've got so much personality just for a couple of white sheets. How does that even work? Why do I love these so much? The 2 white sheets on ropes, but yet I love them, I want to have them, I need to have them. And then we've got our more standard Frankenstein-looking flesh golems, and these are great. I love the stitching. Shows that they're pieced together. The stupid look, the tube and the light sticking out of his brain. This is like classic old school horror stuff. Again, like I said, it's something I thought I'd never see in a game like Blood Bowl from Games Workshop ever again, and it's just great to see them embracing the ridiculous side of the game. The werewolves look great. Definitely getting Michael J. Fox vibes from them, ready to take the pitch and show everyone else who's boss, Teen Wolf style. But yeah, fantastic models. And so much personality there. And I'm not usually an undead player in Blood Bowl, but these sculpts are so good that they're just like shot to the top of my to buy list at the moment. So yeah, that's the current state of Blood Bowl from these cool previews we're getting, mainly because stuff keeps leaking from the rulebook, which on one side is a shame, because I tend to see it on Twitter and Reddit before I see it on the Warhammer community site with a nice video like we've got here. But on the flip side of that coin, we're getting a lot of Blood Bowl news in one go, pretty much. And it gives me hope that the new edition of the game is going to come out sooner rather than later. They've said it's going to be by Christmas, but you never know, we could see some stuff beforehand. But yeah, these guys are great. Not to dunk on the orcs. The orcs and the goblins look fantastic too, but these guys just have got 10 times more personality. Every single model feels unique, despite sharing like some cool body sculpts like they usually do for Blood Bowl. Whereas the orcs feel very identikit, with the slight variations. Goblins definitely have more personality, but yeah. God damn, these guys are fantastic. So yeah, that's it for this preview. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and share your thoughts on the new teams down below. Cheers.